is on understanding depression. Depression is associated with a range of emotional and physical symptoms, including feelings of hopelessness and guilt, loss of appetite, sleep disturbances, and suicidal thoughts. My research question is the way doctors diagnose depression successful. The relevance is because in reality people are being diagnosed for symptoms they are feeling upon interest to their primary care doctors or clinics. Some of these symptoms could not be depression but symptoms of stressors from everyday life. Instead of looking further into these symptoms and taking in information from those who are actually depressed versus those who are showing symptoms, there is an assumption that people are depressed and they are not. The literature review I chose was an article by Mulder. In that article, he was able to show that as easy as it would be to diagnose people according to the symptoms, this is not right. It takes away from the proper treatment of this disease. Two relevant studies I found was one by Morris, Stover, Hopkins, Huseman, Shulman, and Palonkis. Efforts to describe depression have relied on top-down methods in which theory and clinical experience define depression but may not reflect the individual's experiences with depression. The second article I found was the research article by Mulder. The apparent increase in major depression results from confusing those who are ill with those who share their symptoms, the surveying of symptoms out of context, the benefits accrue from such diagnosis to drug companies, researchers, and clinicians, and changing social constructions around sadness and depression. The potential methods that I would use would be data collection and analysis and surveys. One potential method that I would use would be the Quasi design. In this design, I would be using the references of other people and doing a critique. I would also use phenomenological design because I would question some of my participants. And finally, I would use the ground theory design because I would be able to offer an explanation about my research. The ethical issues that are associated with this study is privacy and informed consent. The standards of any study is that you must obtain informed consent of all participants, tell them what the study entails and who will have access, and let them know that they have the right to withdraw at any given time. The conclusion of this study is researchers have shown that it's not helping society or those who are depressed by simply treating the symptoms. It's necessary and it must that the illness itself be treated from the root. Main points is depression is real and should be treated as such. Doctors should not rely on treating the symptoms when diagnosing people with depression, and depression is treatable, and those who suffer with depression should be treated according to the illness and not the symptoms.